fiber shanking fertilizer in now. And it's still rough. So, I don't know, you can see the fert on the ground, I don't know. So, it took about 4 hours extra to get the fertilizer this morning than I thought it would, but there's a big lineup, and I needed ESN nitrogen, just not straight 46. So that with this sand, you lose your nitrogen so easy. So I'm putting ESN down. So they didn't have any close by, so we had to go further away to get it. And then they wanted to come spread it for me, which would have been fine. Just it's the normal CPS. If we can't do it today, we'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow will be like, well, if we can't do it tomorrow, today we'll do it tomorrow. And so, anyhow, the spreader that they gave Dad when he went to go pick it up is a tiny little spreader. So, I was thinking he was bringing a 6-ton home, and he only brought 3 tons. So, and the belt fell off as soon as I started spreading, and so it's just normal stuff. But CPS was trying to sell all their little spreaders because they want to just custom spread for you. So, looks like I'm plugging up a little bit, so I'm gonna shut this off. Just get a kick out of that wheel there on the driver's side under the 6 there. This spreader was built to go down potato rows. That's why it's got tall tires on instead of just flotation tires. That's why it's a little smaller too. Anyhow, kind of a wild ride here. I better put it down and pay attention to what I'm doing. Anyhow, we're spreading again. So like I said, they want to get rid of all these things because it's only little farmers that spread their own, or else, like I said, every dryland guy puts it all through this air drill, and then everyone else has those great big Belmars that they pull for their potato land and stuff. They go up and down with those big Belmars now. These are obsolete. So, see you guys a little bit later. Well, I've been keeping busy. Got our seagulls. See, that's the fertilized part. And we've been fiber shanking. So, we're forecasted to have rain, but like I said, on our sand pile, that might not change too much. I put half an inch on yesterday, which finished last night, I think by 11 o'clock last night, and by 8 o'clock this morning when we were going. So, anyhow, we'll see if it rains too much, or, well, we want it to rain some. Anyhow, if it rains a lot, then we won't be planting corn tomorrow. But if it doesn't rain too much, we'll be planting corn tomorrow. So I'm all up for that. But I'm getting close to my little lowland where I got my pivot stuck, so I better turn this pig around. Well, we're planting corn. Somewhere in those seagulls, there's a tractor with a planter on it. I had a wedding to go to today, so I worked on the planter until lunchtime, went to the wedding, then came home and worked on the planter some more, and we got going, and then I went to the supper, and then I've come home from the reception. Get this door to open up. As you can see, Dad has been busy, but you clip along pretty good. You go 4 miles an hour and you're going 15 feet at a time. Like I said, it's just a old piece of shit drill or planter, but you still chip away at it and you get the acres get taken care of. So we still got some more to do. My goal is to stay on the tractor to get done. So let's see what we're planting here. So Pioneer P8581R. So that's a Roundup ready. And its Canadian heat units for east and west is 2575. So that's the heat units it needs to make corn. So for silage, that's just fine for us. It's the 19th of May, and I would like to have had it in earlier, but it really doesn't matter because we should be just fine for silage. If I was going to try to combine it, I would have planted a 2200 heat unit corn, and I would have tried to plant it earlier. Our problem here is we're limited on heat units, and then we're limited by our first frost. So anyhow, when Dad gets back, we'll hop in the tractor and fill the planter and hop in the tractor, I guess. So see you guys in a bit. With these corners with the pivot, you have to decide whether you're just going to turn and back. Like with the 3-point, we would just pull ahead and back around with the wheel brake on, but with the toe behind, sometimes it's easier just to make it a turn around like that. So I guess I'll go put some corn in the planter. So it's after 8 o'clock, so the sun is going down. So we'll just look over here. So our GPS is doing okay, but you can see it is rough because the old steering wheel's got to get moved around quite a bit because I vibrosync at an angle. And you can see there's little ridges left. So there's our 6-row planter. It's a John Deere 7000 and it's the oldest in, but it still puts seeds in the ground. And I will guarantee you I have the oldest planter in the district, but it really don't matter because it still puts seeds in the ground, and in these conditions it's not so bad. Like, we've tried to zero till and it doesn't work. But for this is okay. And the seagulls like it. So, the cows are relaxing. Like I said, I've been at a wedding. So I came home and started Dad planting, which was really nice of him to do. And then I fed cows, and then we went for supper, and I left before the dance started. Not that I'm not a great dancer anyhow, but anyhow, it's good to get some seeds in the ground finally. This is the first thing I've planted in 2018. So I have planted, it's 19th of May. I've planted 1st and 2nd of June before, but that was an exceptional year, and that was our biggest yield we've ever got on our silage. But you have to have the right year. If we would have had frost in September, I would have never got the yield we got because it was October before we chopped it, but it did really well. So, but it doesn't look like the same hayfield now. So I'll go to the end and turn around and we'll just keep going. So, fun. Got me a co-pilot. So, but like I said, GPS is nice. It had a really hard time controlling at first. It was all over the place, so I actually reseeded the first 2 rounds because we changed the sensitivity and we did all kinds of stuff. It was miserable, but you know what? The markers don't even work on this thing. We tried making the markers work because we were just going to seed without the GPS, and the markers won't even work. So anyhow, we'll bring you back out a little later. Wyatt would rather be in the New Holland, so he had his buddy seat, but he thinks that the tractor cab has shrunk because there's not as much room to sit behind the seat like it used to be when he was younger. The shanks that are pulling, in the old days that would have been a little bit to help for the cultivator, you know, for your cultivating tractor, but for here it is literally just to help bring some lumps up to help the land not blow before we get some cover on the land. And we actually have the shovels completely wore out. The guy that had this before, he would put new shovels on, and he, like I said, he would pull lumps up like crazy, but this is enough for us. And then you don't have a spot where those drive wheels run and just powder the sand. It roughs it up, and so the drive wheels run in those trenches, but they don't powder the soil up because it's freshly worked kind of thing. As you can see, we don't have fancy lights on this tractor. They're just stock lights. So we're in a different field now, but you're not going to be able to see that. The phone actually shows off more light than what we can see. So, well, we got that small half circle planted, and we're gonna go, we're just getting this one started, then we're gonna fill the drill, or fill the planter and fuel the tractor up for tomorrow. So, we just got a fuel break, but we're gonna call it, it's after 11 now, and see if you can see the level in here. You can see the level of the corn. So Wyatt's gonna fuel it up, and I'm gonna go walk. As you can see, it's easy to see to the house, and I'm gonna go get the truck with the seed in it, and we'll fill up this planter for the morning. So that's Wyatt ahead of me. He's taking the truck that had the corn seed in back to the yard, and I've got the truck that had the fuel tank that we took to town with when we went to the wedding, supper, and the reception. So anyhow, it's 11:30 now, so that's enough for one day for me. And it's hard to see, and that where I'm planting now is the field that I showed you guys that I was wondering if I should plant hay there or wait with all the sloughs, and it had the 60-acre lake in it. Anyhow, so it's not something I want to try to plant in the dark without lights that work. So anyhow, I don't know if you'll see me or not. Here, let's see here. There you can see me. Probably don't want to, but it was really nice of my dad to help out today and do a bunch of planting for me. He knew how bad I wanted to get going, and he made 3 trips to town as to get the right bearings for that planter. So that was nice of him. So I really appreciate all him, you know, all the help he gave me today to get things going, and he actually helped me the other day hauling fertilizer for me. So I guess your dad getting semi-retired and not farming so much of his own stuff means he has time to help you out a little bit, which is kind of cool. So sure do appreciate that. But this is enough for one night. We'll be planting corn early in the morning, so be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe, and have yourselves a great day. Take care. Damn seagulls. Well, just show you what's going on here. So last night we got done just after it was, well, we stopped about 11:30 we fueled up and filled the seed, and then I've got this. I started this morning at just before 5, and now it's 10 o'clock or 10:30, and I'm done planting corn for 2018. So I just planted another quarter circle of corn, and this was the quarter circle that had all the weeds in it that I showed everybody. So now it will grow corn, and it will spray those weeds as they come back.